Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just colored my hair last night using a recommendation, and now this recommendation is a little different because what they requested was a color that was not meant for my hair. It's more for people who have like a light brown and blonde naturally, or highlighted but not heavily bleached or heavily highlighted type of hair. So with this recommendation, I asked if I already explained that it wasn't for my type of hair because I've already looked into it when it first came out. And I asked if in order to do this recommendation, I would have to mix it with a regular blue black, but from the same line so that it kind of goes with the flow, if you know what I mean. And they said, it's your hair. You can do what you want. It was just I would like to see this color. And I'm personally not comfortable with bleaching my hair anymore just to achieve a color. I'd rather just stick with black. I like low maintenance and just throwing black on top of black on top of black. It works for me. Even though I get millions of people asking, just bleach it. You'll achieve a better result and you'll see the blue better. Nope. Sorry. You could do that. I'm not. So the recommendation was the Revlon Digitones in electric blue. Now this is only meant for these shades. So like maybe a light blonde to platinum, but you have to be there naturally. It says no heavy highlights and not heavily bleached or it just won't stick. So it's got to be like these colors naturally, but you can, but it does, this is where it got confusing. It can be highlighted, just not super highlighted. Anywho, so I mixed it with the Revlon Natural Blue Black. And in my thought, I wanted to see if, because this is like, it's not really a wow blue black. It never has been. It just gives you a tiny tint. And this one, I wanted to see if this would enhance this. Now, I haven't really had a chance to like play with the lighting because when I did my hair, it was nighttime. So I haven't really gotten to see it, but I did notice that I could see a lot more blue in my warm light bathroom. So like being able to see that in there like was amazing. All right. So with this is 100% gray coverage, which is excellent. This sticks to my hair for a good month and it doesn't wash out that well. Like, or not, it doesn't wash out that fast is what I should say. Not that well. It washes out amazingly. It sticks, it lasts. Honestly, this is a good bang for your buck. It's like only $3 at Walmart. So like, this is awesome. And this was pretty much, I want to say like the same price. So like, I obviously didn't spend that much money. It was like under $10 for 2 boxes of hair dye. This, on the other hand, is not meant for gray hair. And it clearly says not for gray hair. And it's not gray coverage, but it is permanent. So basically, if you mix these two, you do get the 100% gray coverage. You're just adding more blue, like as if this is like a color additive, because this is like straight blue. You mix the developer in and you're getting this color from the get-go. But when you mix it with this, it actually is like a navy blue when you mix it. So these colors are made with toluene, PPD. Surprisingly, I had no irritation. Usually Revlon gives my head the itchies like crazy, like it irritates. But I did add, knowing that, I did add the ion sensitive scalp oil. I only added 1 tube to it, and surprisingly, it did not bother my scalp at all. I was kind of shocked. So I don't know if like the Digitones are a little bit more gentler than like their normal, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't need all, I don't know, all the chemicals. I have no idea. But anyways, I was just shocked that I didn't have as much sensitivity as I normally do. It does have a light florally scent to it, so you don't really need ventilation at all. Like I didn't even really notice it. I just noticed that there was like a small floral scent to it. It washes off the sink in your skin pretty easily. I mean, it did stain around here more, but obviously, like, I like to get all the baby hairs, and I go a little crazy outlining my head. So, you know, that sits on for like a good 30 minutes, and if not longer, to be honest. So it stained the skin a little bit. But it didn't stain my sink or anything. It washed off my arms really well. I didn't have any issues with that. Yeah, so anyways, like I said, I was really shocked with the way that it didn't irritate my scalp, which usually it does, but I'm not sure if like they changed their formula. I mean, it does say ammonia free with keratin, so maybe they did change the formula, or this is just really gentle, and then when you mix it, it just makes it better. But yeah, so I really wanted to see, and this was like my plan when I first saw this, was like, oh, maybe I can mix it and see if it like enhances the blue and kind of gives it more of a make it more of like an additive, like some of the hair colors. Like if you go to Sally's and you use like the Chi hair color, they only have black, and they do have color additives, so you could do like violet and red and copper and blue and all that. And I've done it where I've added the blue to make it a blue black. So this is kind of like enhancing the already blue black color as it is. But I didn't want to do it unless like someone recommended it, and I didn't think anyone really would. And then I got the recommendation, and I'm glad that they let me do what I wanted to do with my hair without ruining it. And yes, I get people asking or telling me, you should just bleach it. You're going to get better results if you do that. And it's like, no, sorry. I understand putting dark colors on dark hair already, you're really not going to see it. But I have no issues with that because I want to be dark, and I can see the colors that I use. I can see the blue from like root to tip of all the blue black. So I have no issues with that at all. All right, so let's see what it looks like in the natural lighting, because it is pretty dark and my hair does feel amazing. It's so super soft. I do see the blue. I feel like it's a lot bluer than the actual blue black. I do feel like it definitely enhanced it, but we will play around with the lighting and see what we can come up with. It is kind of gloomy, so there's no sun today. But we'll see. And I always update like my Instagram on the hair color. So like if it is a sunny day and I'm like outside or in my car or doing something, I will stop and take pictures so you can see what it looks like in the natural sunlight. But it is really dark. I definitely do see some blue. I feel like it's more blue than what it normally would have been like. It definitely enhanced it. Not like a crazy amount. Like I knew from the get-go it wasn't going to be like extreme blue. I knew it was going to be like a hint of blue on top of it because I did mix it with a black and it's electric blue. Oh, why am I doing that side? So like I do see it a lot more up here. I just don't think the camera's picking it up at all. Because like I can see it, but then I can't see it. And I don't know, I think it's just too gloomy. But I was able to see it, surprisingly, in my bathroom. And usually like the warmer lights make it look more violet. Like it always seems like it pulls like red tones versus like the cooler tones. even if I don't do warm tones. I think it's just because of the lighting, because it's so warm that it just doesn't pick up cool tones at all. Or it just adds more tones or warmer tones. I am not getting a good angle at all. Okay, like from right here, I could definitely see some of the blue. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but from what I can see some. Well, anyways, it is a beautiful color. I just need to play around with the lighting a little bit more, and definitely, I will definitely take some pictures in my living room and in my kitchen. And then the sun is trying to come out between all these clouds. So I will see what pictures I can get, and I will like throw what I can into this video. And then if like the sun does come out later today, I will get some pictures and put that on my Instagram so you guys can see. And if you're not familiar with that, I do update my social media page every single time, like I wash my hair, or if it starts to bleed, or it just like washes out of my hair completely and it doesn't even last a day. I let you guys know on my Instagram. If you don't follow me already, it's Nina_Gilhousen. And I let you guys know like all the details of that. And I show you pictures of like what my hair looks like in all different lightings. So you kind of get a hint of like, okay, this is in direct sunlight. This is what it looks like in just pure natural lighting. So you can see like how dark it is, how blue it is, or if it washes out, and I could get a good picture of like how crappy my roots are. I show you guys all that. I let you guys know all the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't sugarcoat anything. So I let you guys know all the details, even when it bleeds on a perfectly brand new white shirt. And it's just not fun. But I let you know if it does come out in the wash. So that's always a good tip, because that's stuff that I like to know when I buy a hair color. Like, is it going to bleed? I don't want to ruin any of my new clothes. Or if I wear a white shirt, is it going to bleed when like I sleep? And sometimes color does that. Or if water touches it, sometimes you get blue droplets all over your shirt because it rained and you are wearing a white shirt and shit happens. I let you know all of that stuff. So you can always just follow me there, because that's where I update the most. I always answer all your questions on Instagram or on my YouTube channel. So if you have any recommendations that you would like me to try, I am willing to do everything and anything except like, you know, crazy colors. As long as it's in like the black family, where it's like the violet blacks or the blue blacks or just jet black. Let me know in the comments below if it's a color that you want to see. I am not willing to bleach my hair. That is the one thing. And the one brand I got banned from using from my husband, because I have such an old house and the hair color clogs my sink and my shower, is Garnier Nutrice and the Olia, Garnier Olia. I cannot use those colors. So any other brand I can use. It's just that for some reason it's like a thicker clay-like consistency and it does not go down the drain. And I know I've heard so many people say, well, just throw the hair color out. It's easier said than done. You can throw it out, but you still have to wash your hair. You still have to wash your brushes. You still have to wash your bowl. Like, you still have to use or wash everything that you used. So it's a little bit easier said than done, and I'm not willing to just throw it out and buy new stuff every single time I use that hair color. So, yes. And at one point, I'm going to have to wash the hair color out of my hair, and I need to use a drain and sink for that as well. So, just thought I'd get that out of the way, because I do get I do get the comments. I do hear and see that. So I just want to address it. That's the reason why I physically can't use the hair colors. And personally, their hair color is not worth the money for me because it doesn't stick in my hair anyways. It washes completely out the day that I color it. So it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick to my roots. It doesn't stick in my hair. I mean, it might. I might be able to see some of the color, but it doesn't stick. So anyways, any other color or brand, I'm willing to do, just not Garnier. Just for those specific reasons altogether. I would use it. They have a million beautiful colors, but they just don't work for me and they don't work for my house. So, yeah, sorry about that little tangent there, but any other recommendation is a go, as long as it's not overseas, because those ones are harder for me to get unless I could get it like on Amazon or eBay, and it's not like $60 a box. Because sometimes some of the ones that I got recommended, they might be like $3 for you, but it's like $30 a box for me. And that's like, I have to buy 2 because I have a lot of hair. And then on top of that, shipping as well. So it just makes it pricier. So if it's overseas and I can't get it in the United States, that's going to be a little trickier, but I will do my best to get it because I have bought in some on eBay that were overseas, and they weren't over the $60 mark. But then COVID hit and then it went, whew, prices went crazy and shipping went crazy. So yes, so anyways, let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want me to see or want me to try that you want to see me use. Let me know. Check out my Instagram page if you want to see like how well this color holds up, want to see what it looks like in the sun. I do play around with the lighting. I try to get more natural lighting versus like being in like my bathroom with like a warm light, or at my vanity with like the trans or whatever the lights are called. I can't think of anything what it's called at the moment. It's like the bright lights. I can't think of the freaking name and it's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, I try to stick with more natural, like the sunlight and the regular like gloominess light, because that's where you can really see the color, and there's no like false tones. Like each light has a different tone of light in it, and it'll shine on your hair, and then it'll like, your hair will pick up like a false tone, and that's not what your hair really looks like. You'll get it in the sun, you'll get it in the natural light altogether. Like just go outside or be by a window and that's the color your hair is. But if you look in like a ring light or in a bathroom warm light, you're just gonna get a different type of tone, because I see it. I get violet tones on my hair, I see red tones, but those tones are not there. So anyways, I'm just rambling about like a ton of different shit. Sorry about that. But I will see you next time, guys. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.